Alrighty, hey, welcome guys. Welcome back to NOVAtazz's Automotive Podcast, episode 28, season 3. Don't have any guests at the moment, but we'll see what we come up with and what we find to do tonight. If you're out in the chat, let me know who's out here, and let's get this party on the road. Got some channel updates for you. Got some new content that is coming out shortly. If you guys want updates on the vehicles, we can do some updates on those. Let's get this conversation going. Let me know what's going on, what you guys want to talk about. It's just me and you guys tonight, apparently. See, we got 3 viewers out there. If you want, I'll just start out with some channel updates. Currently working on emptying out the garage full of all of the moving stuff. Obviously, when we went to go move, everything got shoved in the garages after unloading off the truck. So, got to empty out the garage, put everything in the house. As soon as we clean out the garage, we can bring back the TA and get working on the Holley EFI setup for that. I have some new stuff behind me for the new additional content to the channel. I'm going to start doing scale models. We'll also bring back some of the woodworking and stuff as soon as we get the garage cleared out. I still have that lane chest to finish. I got to order new veneer for that. Actually, I got to go through the veneer that I have and see if I have enough to be able to replace the pieces that got damaged when we were moving. Let's see what else we got. Truck update. Truck's gotten 3,000 to 4,000 miles on it since we did the transmission and finished that up. What year is the brown truck on my starting soon screen? The brown truck is an 01 Ram 1500. It is the off-road edition. It is one of the vehicles that are on this channel. In fact, I'm actually wearing the merch from that right now. You can find that on my Teespring store. I'm sure that Streamlabs will put up a link for that at some point in the comments. Hey Roy, yeah, we do have some good stuff coming to the channel, not just garage content. Roy also has a second channel. His channel he has his main channel, which has his car stuff on it. Biggest thing I'm interested in recently was the Hornet, which he just put up that racing video. I have not had a chance to watch that yet. It is on my planned to watch list. Though on his second channel, he does scale models too. He's doing a Nova wagon basically drag race setup that I've been interested in and waiting for him to put out another video on that one. He hasn't, I do believe he's been busy with the other stuff with the Hornet and other things, so he hasn't been able to do that yet. I do have new stuff back here that I will pull out and show in a couple minutes. But back to the brown truck. Like I said, it's the off-road edition Ram 1500 with a 5.9 liter in it. And that is my baby. I think I'm going to have to take it to a trans shop and get the shift bands tuned. It slips a little bit in reverse and under load in, I think, third or fourth. I do believe those two issues are connected, and I do believe it's the shift bands. I don't have the tools to properly torque them to be within spec, so that's most likely the reason why they are slipping. Though I do believe Steve Fast from Hammerdome Motorsports has a guy that I can go to that's not too far from here to get the truck looked at. Otherwise, I would do it myself, but I'm not going to go out and go spend the $100 or so for that special tool to adjust those bands maybe once every couple of years. So yeah, it doesn't make much sense for me to buy unless I start getting a crap ton of those Dodge transmissions, but I doubt it. Hey Pilot, welcome aboard. You know what? I need to move this because I can't see that, and I need to change some stuff. So hold on, let me shift some stuff around here real quick. I want to get the chat over here where I can see it, so it doesn't look like I am not looking at you guys when I'm looking at the chat. I just wish it was bigger. I might switch my monitors around. Might be what I do. Put the wide monitor over here, and put the skinny, the taller monitor over here, so I have the bigger screen. Anyway, let me put this stuff back. There we go. Welcome aboard, welcome aboard. I was actually quite afraid that I wasn't going to have anybody in here tonight. Not want to talk about last week that much. It was not a happy moment for me. Apparently lost a few people that I thought were friends over it, but we are moving on. I'm not going to dwell on that. There's no point. People are going to have their viewpoints of what happened regardless of what I say or what I feel. So there's no point in dragging that out any further. The people involved had no interest in talking it out, so it is what it is. But anyway, let's see. Can I switch to a different screen? I do have. Let's see here. I do have another screen that I can use that might. Does this one work? What camera do I have for this? No, probably not. Okay, anyway, so what we got going on? What we got on? Okay, I don't know if that link still works. It might not. Anyway, so one of the first things that most recent purchases that I picked up, involving the hobby side of this channel, is this. I don't even know how many colors it is. It's a shit ton of colors. Some of these are some other stuff that I got from the Jazz box, but I have the big pack of acrylic Vallejo paints. Hopefully these come in handy. I figured might as well go and get this one. I did see some of the smaller ones. There was like a 42, I think, one. But a lot of the colors that were in it weren't something that I was going to use in automotive stuff. At least not that I thought I was going to need. I figured I'd pick this up, and this would at least give me a decent set. And if I need something else besides what's in this kit, then I could pick that up individually. But trying to figure out what colors I wanted and what colors I needed, when the individual pots were like $3 to $4 a piece. It was a little overwhelming trying to figure out what I needed and what I didn't. And unlike like the testers sets, you had whole sets of like different things, like a whole set of base colors. Like, I mean, I can't find any of these companies like Vallejo or Tamiya or what is it, Mr. Hobby, or Mr. Color or whatever it is. I think they're all owned by the same, all the Mr. somethings. I think they're all owned by the same company. But I couldn't find what I was looking for. I couldn't find what I was looking for, so I was like, well, I found that one on eBay. I think I found it on eBay. No, I found it in a Google search, and I found it on a modeling company. It was the cheapest one offering this set. It was just over 200, I think. Oh, I hope it's not buffering. Where is live stream info? No, it's not buffering on my end. It's saying it's excellent condition, so I hope not. Anyway, where was I? Oh, no. Okay. Anyway, so, I did end up picking up this kit. I know I want to go airbrushing. I know that these ones aren't the Vallejo airbrush set, but all you really need to do is thin them down a little to get them to go through the airbrush. And when I get the compressor out in the garage and I start getting an airbrush set up, then we'll worry about that. But for right now, it's going to be spray painting out of rattle cans and brushing with hand paints. So that's where I'm at. Anything else new that I have picked up? It did come up with some brushes. Don't think I've really picked up much of anything else. It's super cool. Just some odds and ends stuff. I do need to still pick up things like I have some cement. But it's not the cement that I want. I want the Tamiya super thin. I do have Mr. Cement's Deluxe. Really wasn't planning on having this video turn into a scale model video, but for lack of better content, this is where I'm at. If you guys could even hear me because I was facing the wrong way. But yeah, Roy, message me later. I will send you the link for that kit. It was the cheapest place I could find that had it. A lot of them have that color kit at around like $300, and I couldn't see myself paying that much for it, even though it's damn near about worth that if you think about those pots being $3 to $4 a thing. And like I said, I had a couple extra ones. If you ever heard of Jazz's, it used to be, what was it? It's Jazz's something. But, this one's not even, but anyway, I got this big kit. It's, three of these boxes. This one is, ink stuff. I have another one, that is full of like sculpting stuff. Oh, here's Jazz's avatar if you haven't seen him before. And then the last one, which is where I got a lot of my miniature stuff, is this one. This one's really cool. Because it had all of cool stuff for doing miniature stuff, including where is it? These two. Oh, there goes my toy car. This is a resin figure. So, I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen resin figures, but it's really cool. I mean, the detail in this is absolutely incredible. I mean, I don't know how well it's going to come out on camera. You get the fun thing of trying to, but the detail in these figures is absolutely stupid crazy. Come on, don't focus on my hand. Focus on the figure. It's too white. But anyway, so there is these, like, I mean, this is the base, and it's just like corrugated metal and things, but the detail is just insane. But yeah, this was one of the things that came in that kit. So I'll end up working on that. If you've ever seen Warhammer or any of the other scale tabletop games, that also comes with all kinds of stuff like These are for building little figurines. Like they have all kinds of different like mech bodies and different things. But yeah, I figured try my hands at a bunch of different stuff. Here's the front of that box. So you can build little figurines. This needs to go in this box. But I got a bunch of different stuff that came with that stuff for doing scale stuff. Including some other paints and weathering stuff. I'm just going to make a mess out of my whole setup over here. This is the kit that the paints came in. In fact, this was the tray that some of those paints came in. But I mean, he gave like a little sample pack of like grass and little rock pieces and different things. So you can start whatever scale stuff you wanted to do. Anyway, that was part of what decided that I wanted to try to get back into scale modeling. I don't know if you guys have seen the models that I have picked out. I think I've shown them before. I am probably going to pick up some of a cheaper kit. Just to get my feet wet again. I know that Walmart had a couple that were in the store. I don't know if I really liked any of them. They did have that Nova, I think, that you're doing, Roy. I think that was at the Walmart, but I'm not sure. I think they had a bunch of Coca-Cola release ones, like a Ford delivery van or Econo van or whatever it was. I think they had like a Ford delivery, like old school, like 32 delivery, a sedan delivery, some other things. I think they had a Ranchero. I'd rather do an El Camino than a Ranchero, but I don't know. They had some different things there. I just don't know if any of those kits are any good, because I've seen that. I guess a lot of I used to build AMTs, I think way back when. I did the 41, I think I did the 41 Plymouth before. I think it was a Plymouth. Yeah, it had to have been a 40s Plymouth. I did a 40s Plymouth. I've done I don't have any of these cars anymore, sadly. They've been lost. But did 41 Plymouth when I was a kid. I've done several NASCAR models. It's a shame because I wish I knew where my mom's Dale Earnhardt one was, because I'd finish it. But I think that's been lost as well. I was a big fan of like the 90s NASCAR era. So like the Luminas. The pre 90s too, of course, like the 70s, the 80s G bodies I wasn't really that into, but yeah, I did a lot of that stuff when I was a kid. I went as far as like for the modern, like the Monte Carlo era of NASCAR, the Ford Taurus Monte Carlo, Pontiac Grand Prix. What else was running then? Was it the Dodge Stratus? Or Intrepid? I think it was the Intrepid that was running. For that era where they went with, you know what? I'm not sure. I do believe AMT still exists. I don't think it's owned by Ertl anymore. For some reason I keep hearing this, what is it? Act 2? Or something like that. I'm guessing bought out MPC, which I do have an MPC kit here. It is one hellacious mess. And I'm only like, the kit itself is pretty cool. Well, you can't see it because I'm holding it, but I do have this one. The kit itself is pretty cool. And that's what I thought, Roy. I thought it was Act 2. I've never heard of Act 2 before, but I haven't really heard a whole lot of great things by watching the different scale model channels. But I have this kit, and from a standpoint of owning this car, it is very, very inaccurate as far as like the details go, because as far as, I don't even know if you can see this, that tail pan is by far the most inaccurate thing I've ever seen. That whole tail light area would need to be completely remade. And the nose cone, I don't like the fact that I don't want to open this yet because I want to open it in an actual unboxing. Which I actually planned to do today, but never got around to it. But it's not very accurate. So we'll have to see. I'm probably gonna have to either reach out and see if I can get some stuff custom printed. I know there's a few people that are in some of the modeling groups that have 3D printers and such, and maybe somebody might be willing to help me out in getting some parts printed, or maybe I'll try my hand at sculpting my own parts and having them and casting them in resin. Not afraid to try either of those. I don't have a 3D printer, or I would try my hand at that too, but I can't afford a 3D printer. Not at $200 to $300 for a decent one. I think I've shown some of the other ones that I wanted to do. There is... well, yeah, you know what? AMT, there you go. AMT does still exist, because this is the Duster that I have. I actually built this model when I was a kid. I did it in burnt orange and black, with the black stripes on it, with the 340 on the hood. It was a nice build back then, and it doesn't look to be any different now. It looks pretty much identical. The wheels are different, which I'm actually liking this, but I don't know if I'm going to end up using these wheels and these tires. I mean, they're pretty nice, but I don't know if I'm going to end up using those because of what I'm doing with this car. Now, this car is supposed to have the 340 in it, which it does have a pretty nice looking little 340 in here. If it's the, because it looks exactly like the one that I built when I was a kid. Again, I'm fighting with my own light. But if you guys watched my other, well, you guys, both you two that have been in here have watched my other live streams. I don't know if you've seen the exact one that I'm talking about. Probably didn't put any of this shit in back in right. Let's see, just put that in there in the bottom. Get that stuff off to the side. So I can put the body in here. There we go. It's always fun trying to get these back in the box after you pull them out. Unless they're one of those big box kits where like that one, where the box is so much bigger than you actually need. But this one, I have a little resin. I think it's a 426. I have a little, again, fighting my own light. Of course, white parts. It just looks like a giant block of white. Let me try turning down my light a little bit. There we go. Maybe now it won't be so bright. There you go. A little resin, 427 or 426 Hemi. That's what it's supposed to look like when it's done. So I'm going to do a 426 Hemi swapped Plymouth Duster. Very not realistic for what that car is. I am not even quite sure what all is going to need to be done to modify the original base model to fit that in. Most likely I'm going to end up tubbing it. I'm going to end up putting big slicks in the back. Obviously 426 Hemi in a little tiny car. That thing's going to be nasty. I do have a crap ton of extra parts and different things thanks to Nikolai. I have a giant bag through of miscellaneous sprues and pieces of kits. Some of the stuff has already been partially built, some of it not. But there's a crap ton of extra bits and bobs that I have. So there's that one. The other one that I have, just make sure that nobody's popped in and tried to join. Nope, it's still just me. The other one that I'm going to do, come on, is this one. The 66 Shelby Mustang I might do something with. The Jimmy Johnson car is probably just going to end up being parts that I have back there. I need this and I need this. So I do have this Boss 302 Mustang. This one's also not going to be built box stock. Let me get a drink here real quick. Oh, God, that feels good. So this one, I am going to lower, wide body, and so this is the wide body kit. If you know RTR, which I think is owned by, what is it? He's a drifter guy. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I literally just watched him move into that old NASCAR shop. He's the one that's working with Ford to do the off-road Bronco buggy conversion kits for Ford. He does a lot of Mustang conversions too, hence obviously this car. But he does a lot of modern Mustang conversions. You can actually, I think, buy one of his cars right off the showroom floor from Ford. But RTR, so I'm basically going to do yes, and it will, I might be, I'm wide bodying it and everything, but it's still going with this paint scheme. Basically, I'm going to try to make a modern, if they were going to be running the Trans Am series with today's technology from these cars. So it's still going to have that 70s era SCCA look to it, but basically with modern stuff. We'll see how crazy I get with it, how much scratch building I might do. It all depends. I don't know. I haven't done any of this stuff in so long that I don't know what my skills are anymore. Which is why I don't think I'm going to jump right into one of these 3 models first. I'm going to probably pick up something else. But what I have here is basically a this pile of pieces is basically a Coyote motor, the Boss 302. So the same engine that comes out of the modern Mustangs. So if you follow Cletus and Cars, it's the same engine that's in Neighbor, their retired cop car. Same engine. So that's what's going to go in the Boss 302 is a modern Boss 302. Bunch of other upgrades too, as I can find them. I used to build everything, not box stock, but I used to build everything with what I could find, because when I was a kid, I didn't have access to all this freaking cool shit. So I basically, if it didn't come in the box, I had to make it. And unlike now, where you have YouTube and all of this other stuff where you can see other people and what they're doing. I only had I think there was Scale Auto magazine, and I never had the money to buy them. So how I ended up, I used to go to the bookstore, or basically the magazine rack at the local supermarket, and I would look at the magazine in the aisle. And having photographic memory, I was pretty good at seeing what other people did. This is, you gotta remember, this is back late 1990s, mid to late 1990s. And seeing how people did things and then trying to replicate what I saw, because I didn't have time to read the articles, only what I saw in the pictures. So I kind of had to guess what they did, and I had to work with what I could find. So what I could pick up at the dollar store, or I had a Sears across the street. So basically, the Sears, the Radio Shack, and the dollar store is basically where I got my materials to modify my models. And then other things like soda cans and things like that. But yeah, I mean, now we have all kinds of great resources online. I mean, like Roy's channel. There's another channel that I've been watching. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Grant. But yeah, I just totally lost my train of thought. Yeah, and Grant, that was not an image that I wanted stuck in my head. Thank you. But where was I going? Pilot, help me out. What was I just talking about? I have ADHD. It's not hard to throw me off. Especially when I'm by myself. Let's talk about the fact of not having, basically only having certain things around me. Anyway, who cares? I don't know if anybody wants an update. Oh, Pilot, I saw a while back that you said that you got a solar powered flag light. I didn't post it on. I know you don't have Instagram or Facebook. I kind of wish you did, Pilot, because you'd be an awesome tier spokesman in my Instagram. But I actually, when we moved here, there was already a flagpole in our backyard. All of the ringing was shot. The pulley at the top was fine, thank God, because I really didn't want to have to try to get all the way up there. But the rope and the snap, the snap clips were totally, they were gone. And what was there was not usable. So I had to replace both of those. But when we were at the Bloomsburg Fair this week, I did end up picking up I think it's like a 4x6 foot flag. It's huge. I do have a picture of it that I could probably bring up. Let's bring this over here. So anyway, so this is my actual flag. The first time I've ever gotten to run a flag up a flagpole that's mine. This flagpole was already in the backyard. There was nothing on it. I replaced the rope. Okay. But anyway, I replaced the rope and hung the flag as it was supposed to. I know you know what a flag looks like, but this is my flag. That's NOVAtazz garage back there in the background. You know, but it has not been windy enough here yet to facilitate it to be blowing in the wind. I can't wait till it does so I can snag a picture of it. But yeah, obviously that flag looks absolutely huge on that pole. I mean, I don't know if it looks like that in the picture, but yeah, it's huge. I can actually touch the flag from the ground, with the flag being all the way up in the air. But yeah, anywho, but that was just something that, you know, I kind of felt really proud about. I thought it was cool when we bought the property and I saw the flagpole there. I did have, I've had flags in front of my house before. My last flag, the problem with those ones were they were just the ones that are on the pole, angled pole that hangs off your front porch or whatever. I mean, I guess that technically is a flagpole, but to me that's kind of different than having a flag that you literally get to like hoist up a pole. But that's actually a really nice flag. It's the one with the actual embroidered stars, and each one of the stripes are individually sewn into the flag. So it's not one of those ones that's like printed. So it should last a pretty good long while. I hope. It was it cost a little bit of money, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, I think the standard size flag is 3x5, and I do believe that one's like a 4x6. I don't know exactly how big it is. I think that's how big it is. I think it's 4x6 foot. I just know that I had to throw it over my shoulder to keep it from touching the ground when I hung it up, because it was pretty big. Let's see, other channel updates. As you can see from that picture, if you look pretty good, the inside of the garage is still completely full of stuff for moving. So it's got a little space for me to walk from one end of the garage to the other in the one bay, and the other bay, it just has some bigger furniture in it. So not really much stuff that needs to be unpacked, just stuff that needs to be fit into the house. Yeah, that's the way most of my flags were, or just on the house. But like I said, that was one of the cool things when we bought the house, that I was like, cool, it's got a flagpole. It's not tall enough. That flagpole's not tall enough for me to run a second flag under it. Definitely not. I think that pole's only maybe 12 to 15 feet off the ground. I want to say maybe that, maybe not. All right, see you later, Roy. But yeah, I don't think it's much bigger than that. But who knows? It's still cool to me. But like I said, I just talked to Chris the other day about the Trans Am. He's understanding at the fact that I need to clean out the garage before I can bring that car up here. Because obviously I can't put it in the garage if the garage is full of stuff for moving. So we've been slowly bringing in boxes and emptying them out, but it's going to take a little bit. Sorry. Sorry, answering my girlfriend. Thank you for joining, Roy, by the way. But anywho, where was I at? Oh, the Trans Am. So, as soon as I get the garage cleaned out, I'll probably take the truck down to Lancaster, with a tow dolly and get the car up onto the trailer. I'm gonna probably need to refill the radiator again, because it's got a couple holes in it. Yeah, moving takes time. So does unmoving. Is that a thing? Unmoving? After moving? Conclusion of moving? I don't know. Rambling to myself. But anywho, yeah, unpacking sucks. Packing sucks, but normally when you're packing, it's easier to throw shit in a box than it is to decide where it needs to go after you get to where you need to go. That's also why I edit my videos. Way too many ums. Because my brain thinks faster than I can speak. So, get the Trans Am up here. Get that running, driving, and inspectable. And then once we get that done, I plan on pulling the Novas up to the garage. And start getting them ready to become the monster that I want that thing to be. Real life, it will probably end up keeping the 350 for now unless I find a donor motor to go in it. Eventually, like I've said before, I'd like to get that thing to be 600 horsepower, LS, LT, something or other. Probably an LT. I'd probably go find an LT even if it's a base LT, and I'll get the blower or whatever set up later. Unless I can get something from Texas Speed. But that's that. I do believe those are quite expensive. I haven't priced them yet, and I think it would probably be better to end up getting a donor set up from a base model car. That way I have the wiring and all of that stuff, unless I just go straight to a Holley. Because I know Holley makes standalone computers for those engines and transmissions. That is the ultimate goal. I know everybody does the LS swaps with the little 4.3, not 4.3s, like 4.8s, 4.8 liters. But that's not the way I want to go. I think I want to go with one of these newer LT engines. I think that will hold up. I think that'll hold up longer in time. I would hate to drop an LS into that car and then have to rearrange and change everything to be able to move to an LT later. I just want to put something in it that's I can upgrade for a longer period of time without it becoming obsolete. So being that the LT is the current engine, well, will probably be the last V8 engine in Chevy cars, to be sad. I mean, to be honest, I think it is. The LT engine will be the last American V8 that Chevy makes. I mean, let's face it, they're going electric. I don't see them coming out with a different V8 platform before they go full electric. I don't see them putting in the time and effort to do so. That's just realistic in my point of view. I mean, it's sad to see the error of, I mean, at least muscle cars had one last shebang before gasoline engines were gone. I didn't even think they still did trans flushes in modern cars. I know that the Kia Souls, they're non-serviceable. That transmission fluid that's in them should last the lifetime of that transmission. Now, The Dodge, yeah, that gets serviced. Replaces the filter, tighten the bands. And my spare parts just fell. But yeah, I know that one gets serviced. Obviously the one that's in the old school 350s, they get serviced as well. So the Turbo 350 to Turbo 400. Which I might end up having to put a Turbo 400 in the Trans Am. Come to think of it. Hey, Monster Rust. Glad to see you in here. But yeah, so as far as like the channel cars and all that, oh, there's a service bulletin. Oh, okay, well that makes sense. Like I said, I didn't realize that those transmissions were still serviceable. Maybe it's just because that the Kia and stuff, they're more throwaway cars that they don't care. I am not super knowledgeable about modern cars. I'm going to be completely honest. Honestly, haven't paid attention to them because I can't afford them. Kind of learn about the cars that I have or anything that I end up having to run into to fix for somebody else. As far as any cars made within the last 10, I would say between the last 10 or 15 years, not super knowledgeable about them because they haven't bothered. Hey, Jason. It's not that I don't want to touch. It's not that I don't want to touch. I haven't had them to fuck with. I don't work in a shop, so I don't see them come in. Jason, the transmission that is in my Kia Soul is not serviceable. The only way that I shouldn't say it's not serviceable. You literally have to pull the whole engine out of the car to service it. It's not serviceable inside the car. Let's just put it that way. To get there's no opening into the transmission except for to pull the transmission off of the engine and split the case in half. I do believe it was the same way with the transmission in our 03 Cavalier. Was also not serviceable. You could add fluid to it, but the only way that you could test the fluid level was using like a clear tube or something or other like that. There was no dipstick for it. There's no filter pan, no nothing. CVT. Jason, I'm sorry. I don't know what a CVT transmission is. Again, not super up in modern transmissions. As my own freaking stream bot fucks with me. I know that both of them are front wheel drive transaxles. I don't know what transmission was in the Cavalier. It was a 02. No, it was an 03 with the 2.2 Ecotech in it. I don't know what transmission it was running. Now both of the Kias, they run two different. One's a 4-speed and one's a 6-speed. The 4-speed transmission is hooked up to the 1.8 liter 4-cylinder from Kia, and the green Kia is the 2.0 with the 6-speed automatic. As far as what exact transmission they are, I have no idea. I haven't had to deal with them, other than them shifting a little funny when it gets cold outside. Neither of them have a problem, so I haven't bothered. Now the Cavalier, that was having all kinds of issues before we got rid of it. It had that same problem about not wanting to shift real good when it was cold outside, until the engine warmed up, and then it was fine. But that one also had a little bit of slipping issues under heavy acceleration. Are you saying your transmission has no leaks, or are you asking if mine had no leaks? Because the Ram's transmission definitely still has a leak. I've had to probably put a cord in it in the last 3,000 to 4,000 miles. I'm not sure if it's a pan leak or if it's somewhere higher. I'm hoping it's not a pump seal, or the input seal, but it could be. I can't tell where it's exactly dripping from, but it's not enough for me to be super concerned about it. Like I said earlier in the live stream, I plan on taking it down to a transmission shop and having them adjust the bands on it and seeing if that fixed my problem. Well, it's a good thing that it's not leaking, but hopefully there's nothing else going on with it. I don't know what the shuttering is. Oh. But yeah, I don't know. I don't claim to be super knowledgeable about everything. Most of the stuff that I've learned, considering I've been out of school since 2002, so what, 18 years ago? Geez, yeah. When I was in school, the Avalanche it was just being released. The Avalanche was brand new when I was in school last, and that was for engine technology, believe it or not. It wasn't really for anything else. I didn't take like an actual like a service tech course or auto body or any of that. Most of all of that stuff is self-taught. I wanted to know how to do it, so I taught myself. The only thing that I've had any actual professional teaching on is building engines. And we see where that has landed me, because nobody builds engines anymore. The engine in my Nova I built. The engine in the TA was already built. I picked it up already built. So I haven't touched the TA engine, except for to replace the rockers, lifters, and push rods. So just replace the top end of the valve train. That was it. No, I lie. That was on the 403 that Chris has. So no, I have not popped a single, maybe a valve cover off of the 400. I have not dug any further into that engine than probably popping a valve cover off, if even that. I already know that engine's pretty wicked. It's got a decent cam in it. So there's really no reason to touch it. If it starts leaking from a gasket or something, I might do that. Other than that, it shouldn't need anything. Well, I got to do an oil change on it. It hasn't had an oil change since I bought the engine. But then again, it really hasn't gone anywhere since I bought the engine. It spent most of its life sitting since I've been in possession of it. Because we had issues getting it in the car, then we had issues with the transmission after we got the engine in the car, and then all the moves and everything else, basically being stuffed from one place to another until we figured out why it wasn't running, got it running, and then we had other issues. So yeah, haven't had a whole lot of luck with that car since I've gotten it back. Hopefully that changes. But yeah. Anything else you guys want to chit chat about? I don't know if I'm running out of ideas or what. I said don't normally run this show by myself. Kind of partly the reason why. Let's see. What we all? I'm guessing, Pilot, you're drinking an ice house. You know what? I'm gonna give the people in here, because of the fact that you guys are here when other people are not. Yeah. There you go. There's another 100,000 points. Nobody has even attempted to gamble or anything. Alright, see you later, Jason. I don't know what time it is here. I think it's only like 10 here. Yeah, it's only like 10. But, I might hop off here. I don't know. Running out of things to talk about. Like I said, there's nobody up here to chit-chat with. Pilot, I definitely appreciate the fact that you're here. Don't ever let that get twisted. Definitely appreciate you being here. I mean, you guys have stuff to talk about. Hey, Joe. Hey, maybe we'll catch a second wind. Who knows? How you doing, Joe? How's the SEMA truck going? I seen you gotten some color on. Was that the whole cab in the front end, or I do believe it was the whole cab in the front end that I saw color on it last, and those wheels I'm super jelly of. Those are freaking sweet looking wheels. I don't think I'd put them on my truck, only because I kind of like the factory off-road edition rims. I like the way my truck looks at the moment, but those rims look really, really sick. I can't wait to see them on the truck with that paint. I have kind of been quietly following the build on that truck. Mainly through your Instagram posts, but Instagram and Facebook. I can't get away from it on Facebook because I'm like in every single group that you post in. So I see it like 6 times. Been listening and think you should go with a 383 crate engine and a sniper system. The 38 for the Dodge? Or for the Nova? And I do have the sniper system for the TA. So I want to see how that works on the TA before I decide what I'm going to do with the Nova. I definitely do not want to go classic classic small block. Whatever you want to call the original cast iron small blocks in the Nova, only for the sheer fact of there's no way I can make the horsepower out of one of those that I can with a modern fuel injection. And with the Nova, I want to go drag racing, so oh, I want to see that. I can't wait to see that, Joe. Pilot, I don't know if you know, Joe is restoring. I shouldn't say restoring. He's making a freaking damn show truck. That's a little more than restoring. But he's got a second gen Dodge Ram like mine, and it is just absolutely killer. It's taken him a while, and I don't think COVID helped with that. And I'm sure parts are a bitch to find right now, but he's just every nut, every bolt. I don't think there's a nut or a bolt that you haven't touched on that truck. Yeah, again, for the Nova, right now I would probably keep the 350. I might throw a sniper on the 350. And one of basically the same setup that I'm going to run on the TA. I'll run it on the 350 that I have now. Because that's a 350 with small chambered cylinder heads. I would probably do a cam, the Holly Dizzy, and the Sniper EFI on it. while I am looking for a donor LT platform modern fuel injection engine. So basically what they're running in the Camaros and the Corvettes and the Cadillacs now. The V8s that they're running. Oh, well, hello. Somebody popped in. I gotta find that freaking tab now. Oh, there it is. Who is it? It is Kat. Howdy, Kat. I didn't think you were going to pop in.
I didn't think so either. Yeah, but I am, and as you can see, I'm not exactly at home or anything like that.
No, so, we're getting drive-through, Katarina.
Yeah, you are. 100%.
I have managed to successfully live stream for an hour by myself.
Wow, congratulations! You're an hour now.
Yeah, I don't normally do that.
Yeah, and I can't see the chat because I'm just in the car. But I thought it was only you, so I figured I'd pop in for a little bit.
We have Joe from Wicked Fabs in the chat. We have Pilot. We did have Jason from Old Car Auto. I still use his original name. I still think that one. I like that one better. I like Old Car Auto Guy better, but Old Car Guy. We did have Grant from Straight Six Fan. He popped in for like a half a second. Monster Rust popped in here for a little bit. I don't know if he's still in here. Rory popped in here for a good bit. We were talking models and stuff. I completely destroyed my whole model setup that I had over back here. It was all nice and neat, and we pulled everything out to talk about different shit, which completely messed up my whole nice and pretty setup I had sitting over here, but that's okay. No, that goes over here. But, where did I put everything else? Oh, there's that.
Like, with me right now, because I've been doing car stuff all day.
Car stuff? Did you ever get your exhaust finished?
My exhaust is in. It's not pretty, but it's in.
So it's like my Nova. My Nova's exhaust was in. It was never pretty.
Well, except for it's probably worse than your Nova. The only reason why I say that, because not that I'm saying your Nova has prettier welds or anything like that, or that my welds.
None of it was welded. None of it was welded.
Oh, see, I welded stuff. There's that.
You say you were more ambitious than I was.
Yeah, well, I welded and it worked out fine welding wise. But I realized, oh crap, this muffler I don't have a hanger for it. Crap. So what am I supposed to do? And then I realized, wait, I can just grab a coat hanger.
Yeah, I've done that. My Nova, when it had the inline 6, okay. So you know what the inline 6 looks like. You've seen them. How it has now my inline 6. By the way, Wicked Fab says hi. That's Joe. He's the one that owns the other second gen like mine that they're doing the SEMA build for.
Oh, cool.
You should check his out. That's freaking. If you like the Ram truck, or it's just really cool looking. The paint on that thing it's like, I don't want to say it's a purple, but it's like a purpley greeny blue, I think. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. It is. I can screen share. Why am I not doing this now? That was one of the whole reasons of getting the second. Where did it go? Okay, where is it? It's saying it's already up here somewhere. Where is it? That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Which folder is it? I don't even know.
But actually, because like the whole purpose of me doing the exhaust was to delete the catalytic converter. It's actually a good thing I did that, because not only
was it clogged.
Well, it probably was, to be honest. The car runs better now too.
All right, see you later, Pilot. Pilot's leaving us. He must have ran out of Ice House.
But basically, the entire exhaust was ready to rot off, from what I noticed.
Yeah, they do that.
The only salvageable thing was the old muffler, but like even the exhaust coming from the muffler was so rusted that actually, because I was borrowing a grinder and I gave it back actually on Friday, but I was doing this on Saturday.
Right.
So it's like, I didn't think I needed the grinder again. Oh crap, I'm gonna need that. So the pipe was actually rusty enough to where with about 20 minutes of struggling with it, I was able to
just bend it off.
Snap the rusted pipe finally all the way off by twisting and all this different stuff, and without using any tools.
Can you see the color?
Yeah, I can.
It is absolutely gorgeous. And this is his new rims. Joe, I hope I have your permission. If not, I will immediately stop. Get a zoom. Are you not going to zoom out? Oh, those are not cheap tires either. Mickey Thompson's?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, here we go. Look at those. Aren't those absolutely gorgeous? It's like a red candy. A black red candy.
Yeah. Oh, no, they look fine. They're not my taste, but here's the thing. It's your truck. It doesn't matter.
Well, it's not my truck. It's his truck. I wish he had the picture. Like, on his Facebook, he has a picture of the rims, like, stationary. Let me see. It doesn't have a real good picture of the whole truck. Even his engine, I mean, look at that thing. It's just done to the nines.
Yeah, well, that is nice. I need to do something really quick. On my phone, you might lose it for a second here.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Let me stop sharing.
Yeah.
There we go. But Joe, yeah, definitely super proud of that build. I mean, you should be. It is absolutely gorgeous. You were not kidding. I didn't even have to pop you back in. It popped you in automatically on its own.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know, what sweet nothings you've been whispering in StreamYard's ear that I don't even have to pop you in. But, you know, remember, pay attention to the road more than you're paying attention to me. Tell Chris the same thing.
I'm not even looking at you. The only thing I'm looking at is the GPS.
Yep, just listen to you. Just listen. We can.
Once I hit the highway, then I'll.
Huh?
So yeah, you're gonna hear her. Unfortunately, sorry.
Oh, what, the car, or the GPS?
GPS.
It's okay. We're used to that. Remember, we listened to Chris. We listened to Chris argue with his GPS.
She just gets annoying at times.
Yeah, he tells her to shut up.
Yeah, well, this is the Google map, not even like it, so it's even more annoying.
Justin's sending me TikToks that I can't see.
Yeah, once I get on the highway, I can shut the phone, because then I know where I'm going, because I'm in Calgary right now, which is about an hour from home, so...
That's a little bit of far away from home.
There's a distance, yeah.
You can see there's nothing on my phone.
My gas mileage is like through the roof, and I love it. Ever since we became a converter.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured I was gonna be up here by myself this week, only because of the fact that I know that Chris is probably still in an area where he's getting crappy service. Big E can't get on in his current location. Matt, I do believe, is still not ready to join. And then Nikolai doesn't normally join, which is fine.
Okay. For some reason, you're doing the whole body thing on me. It's probably just on my end.
Probably. It's probably wherever you're sitting.
Well, I have great reception here, to be honest. I've got better reception here than I do at home.
Well, let me double check my stream and make sure that it's not doing anything stupid. I've got so many windows open at this point. All right, that one can close.
You're better now.
Okay. Yeah, it just says it was in excellent condition. So, in fact, yeah, it hasn't been under excellent condition since I started. So, I would assume so with the download and upload speed that I have. That I could probably run 6, 7, 8, 10, 20 live streams right now, as long as my computer could handle it.
Yeah, oh no, that's fair. You've got way better than I did. And God, I knew this was going to happen, but actually deleting the catalytic converter, the car sounds so much better now.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I would not doubt that catalytic converter, probably being the original one from that car, I would not doubt that thing wasn't clogged.
Oh, yeah. That's the original one to the car, and I just...
You had, is this the car that you had fuel issues in, or was that the other one?
The other one is Lilo. I had all the fueling issues of it,
Yeah, because that could burn out a catalytic converter. That could definitely cause it to collapse on itself.
Now this does run rich though. It always has. I can't actually tune it to not run rich unless I run it too clean, then it just falls out. So.
Yeah. Jesse is in the chat. He's saying that it definitely is pretty cool that you're driving a car in a live stream about cars. let me look. I can only see part of his comment. It says to have a car live stream while driving it in the background. That was his, and he says that he can hear you pretty clearly, which I can tell that too because I can hear you pretty clearly. Even when you're accelerating, I can still hear you pretty good.
All right. Well, I don't know how it will be when they get on the highway, but we'll find out.
We'll see. I have attempted to do some live streaming. I attempted to join some past live streams with some certain peoples, and while I was driving, and my phone just decided to have none of it.
That's fair. I mean, where I am right now, actually, there's only one spot where you might potentially lose me, but
there's a Chevy gaining up on your left. Huh?
From here, so we should be fine.
Yeah, that was a Chevy, wasn't it?
Although right now you probably can't hear it on the live stream, but every single time I hit a bump, or at least a decent enough bump, my muffler is actually hitting the ground.
Yeah, that is what we call a clapped out.
Yep. Oh yeah, like right now, it is ugly, but it works.
It's on.
All I care about right now.
Until you hit a decent enough bump that just decides to take it all off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now it's running better, and if my fuel gauge is to be believed, which sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's not, just depends. I am getting about 60. Actually, hang on. I might get another 100 kilometers out of my tank just for deleting catalytic converter.
Yeah, well, it's because it's not being bogged down. Jesse says, "What am I trying to do? Get you to street race?" Because I was telling you about the car that was coming up on your left.
Yeah, I don't actually need the.
Wait. No. You guys drive on the same side of the road that we do, right? You guys drive on the right-hand side of the road?
In the lane.
Because I don't know if the camera's opposite or not.
There we go. Now I know where I am. Cool.
Okay. Hey, you guys drive on the right-hand side of the road, right?
Oh, it's flipped on the camera, but like we're
same thing as
Canada, same as the States.
Okay, that's what I figured.
I have pictures of me on my camera, and it looks like I'm driving the right-hand drive, even though it's not Mustang.
It's one of those fancy import Mustangs.
Now the big question is, am I going to be able to also hear you while I'm on the highway? We'll see.
I don't know. If it was in my Nova, I would say no. Actually, the Nova, the truck, or the TA, you probably could not hear me. I can't even. I've hooked up a speakerphone in the truck, and I can't even use it because of the fact that they can't hear me in the mic over the sound of the truck.
Okay, I don't
So, I am out of beer. I need another one.
Because when I'm heavy on the throttle, I can't really hear it, and then, problem is, like, it's loud in my car.
That's fine.
But
I'm just sitting here pouring. Hey, I got a question. Does it count if I'm having a beer while you're driving? I'm not sure if you heard me.
I'm trying to see if I can make you a little louder. Myself? No, I can't. Can I?
Jesse says he can't hear anything in his dad's truck, but he can hear okay in his Bronco because it's quieter.
I'm just having difficulty hearing you, and it's nothing on your end. It's
it's your speakerphone trying to overpower the sound of the car and the wind, which is fine. How long's your drive?
It's about an hour.
Oh well, yeah, it's gonna be like this for a while then.
Yeah, it's about damn it! I can't even cup my hand around my phone.
No. You need to focus more on driving than you do on the live stream. If we have to lose you, then I would much rather you you get home safely than anything else.
Actually, yeah, I might have to stop here, and if you're around when I'm back home, I might be able to jump back in, but...
That's perfectly fine. I would much rather you get home safely than to sit here and trying to dick around with the live stream.
Talk to you soon.
Alright, see you later, Kat.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be back for all the people in the chat. Later.
Alright, see you later. Yeah, exactly, Jesse. I would much rather her get home safe than to sit here and have an accident on my live stream. Or have an accident, period. I don't care if it's on the live stream or not. It's just not worth it. The way that Chris does his setup in his truck is a little different. He has the ability to do the live stream that way. But, yeah. It's a little different then. But I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on. Yeah. It's been a miserable week. Actually, I lied. It's been a double-edged sword. We spent like 4 or 5 days out at the fair this week. Just trying to ignore things going on. But yeah, so it's just been everything else. I'm not sure, Jesse, if you've checked out the I have a new t-shirt up on the Teespring for the live stream. I bought that. I put that up on the Teespring site I think like a week and a half ago. It's actually last year's live stream thumbnail. So I'm gonna put. Yeah, I'm hoping that next week might be better. Like I said, there's been a few things going on. A lot of my people that are normally up here on the live stream have not been able to pop in. 2, there was the whole fiasco in my live stream from last week, and then the resulting backlash from different channels over the next couple of days. The negative comments and different shit. So, yeah. But we are not dwelling on that. We are moving on. I'm just trying to, like I said, moving on. I've been doing this live stream for 3 years. Some of these other channels, not nearly anywhere near that long. Could I dwell into what happened and my side of the story and all of that crap? Yeah, I can, but what's that going to solve? nobody's gonna benefit from that. It just got to be. I guess I just have to be the better person. Suck it up and just let it go. Yeah, I have literally done this live stream every Sunday nights at 9 p.m. since the time that I started. I miss a few here and there, whether life gets in the way, holidays. I guess it's still considered life, but holidays, life getting in the way. Recently, it's been my job. I can't do a live stream if I'm at work. And that's nothing I can control, because I can't control whether or not I have to go into work or not. If I have a staff that doesn't show up, I have to fill their shift. If I can't find somebody else to fill it, and that's just the way shit goes. So if I don't have a staff to work, then I have to work it. No, I don't. I don't. I mean, every once in a while, I might do a live stream on a different night. It might be different. When I start doing these models, I might do live streams while I'm doing them. For several reasons. One, I have that recording then, that I can go back in and piece together and put into a video. For different reasons. So, I might do some live streams when I'm building models. Besides, it keeps me company. I did that the other day when I was working on the wiring harness for the truck radio. There's a live stream from that where I was hanging out with the people that came in. And I was chit-chatting with the guys that were in there. Funny thing is, his pilot kept trying to remind me to put on the shrink tubing before I tried to solder the wires together, and I kept almost not listening to him because I was too distracted to pay attention to that. But yeah, you missed it, Jesse. I went through and I have several models sitting over here, and we went through some of them and what I was going to do with them. We also went over this. This is basically almost a complete set of Vallejo acrylic paints, almost every color that they offer. But I mean, I've got all kinds of stuff. Up here, there's probably about 12 die-cast 79 Matchbox Novas. Up there, I'm going to be doing something pretty cool with those. Basically going to do a different matchbox for every phase that my Nova has gone through. Every phase that my Nova has gone through since I bought it. So it'll be the all gold, it'll be the primer stage, it'll be the black and blue stage, the black and red stage, and then the multicolored stage. And then I'll also do one in the way that I want the car to come out when it's done. So, I mean, I've got that project going on. You mean the Bronco? Or that other truck that you have? Because that'd be pretty cool to do I might even do paid builds at some point. Obviously I wouldn't do any of them until people can see what I can do, but the F-250, yeah. Have you seen the I don't know, what is it, I'm not sure, do you play SnowRunner or seen gameplay of it? They have a Ford about that error in that game when they came out with the Alaskan map. I think it was one of the snow maps. It's a pretty cool looking truck. It's not exactly like the one that you have, but it's like from that same error, however you say that word. But like these cars here, that you can see the. Oh well, they like I said, they have an F Series Ford truck from about the same time as the truck that you have in the game. It's pretty cool looking. But as I was saying, you can see back here the Duster that's on the top. I'm putting a 426 Hemi in that aftermarket engine, pretty high detailed. You can get it, Jesse. You can get that game for the PlayStation and the Xbox too. Just saying, let you know. The Boss 302 sitting here is going to get a modern Coyote motor for it. The two models on the bottom, I don't know if I'm going to build those. They were donated. I might use them for parts. I might finish them. I don't know. The Trans Am is a pretty big model. It's actually probably about as big as this car on the side is. Oh, don't have any gaming systems. Oh, that kind of puts a hamper on that then. As you know, I have a pretty decent system right here. Yes, it's stuck in Rambo mode at the moment. I haven't bothered changing it. It's 1/16 scale, I think. Yeah, 1/16 scale. So it's a pretty decent size. I mean, if I were to hold it up to a 1/24 scale, I mean, it's a pretty decent sized kit. I'm just putting them in the wrong ones. But the problem with it being this big is this model, this Trans Am, is going to need a lot of detail and a lot of scratch building to make it look right. So I'm not planning on doing that one right away, because I do want to make it look decent, and it's not going to look decent right out of the box. Yes and no. I would much rather. They make plenty of clear body for RCs. I know I've seen a channel that does where they take a model body and turning it into an RC. But I don't have it up here. It's out in the garage. I have shown it on live. I have a Jado 3.3 liter or 3.3 cc Traxxas car. It's one of those ones that went like 80 miles an hour. I have a Mustang, like a was an 010 or 05 Mustang body for it. And I also have a 69 Camaro body for it, which looks pretty wicked on those because it's a like the stretched out buggy style. So having a car body on one of those is pretty wicked. I don't even know if I have the Jado body, the original Jado body anymore. Yeah. I have watched that. They did the I think the one that caught my eye originally was the 3rd gen Camaro. I think it was. That was the first one that I saw of his. And people wonder why I don't watch other people's channels that much. Is because there's so much more on YouTube than just the people, necessarily just the people that follow me or the people that are in our small group of automotive people. I mean, we can go back to, you know, some of the channels that were on that other live stream. Some of them get a little upset when they don't watch, you know, there's that community, not competition. And they're like, oh, you need to watch everybody else's. I don't have the time to watch everybody else's stuff and watch the stuff that I actually want to watch. You know, somebody puts out something that I want to watch, sure, I'll go watch it. But I don't necessarily watch every single video somebody else puts out. I don't. I mean, we can go through. I can go through, and let's see. I don't mind going through my subscription list. Let's see. I mean, I follow so many different channels. I mean, see, ones that I've actually watched. Too Tall Models Garage. Obviously, 1320. I follow a channel called Ace of Clay. Because I like that stuff. Let's see. Does he have anything on his community page? Oh, he's doing a colored pencil thing. Oh, it's his own personal stuff. He has a digital color. That's cool. But yeah, he does. I'm not sure if you can see this. He does clay sculptures. And different things. I find his stuff entertaining. Adam Savage, from the guy from Mythbusters. Yeah, I don't know how many I'm actually subscribed to. I'd have to actually go look. Alien Restormod, he's pretty cool. He's restoring a what is it, a 69 Camaro? I want to think. Yeah, 69 Camaro. But I mean, that's more stuff that I watch. American Bumper to Bumper, he doesn't post any more videos anymore. This is a gaming channel that deals with a dinosaur. He mainly does a dinosaur game called The Isle. I think everybody's subbed to 1320 video. If you're a car guy, most likely you're subbed to that channel. I mean, it's like not being subbed to Cletus. Here's a channel that, you know, Ants Canada. This one's pretty, you know, it's about ants. I mean, literally. I mean, I don't know if I can turn this around so you guys can see that better. Maybe. Oh, the stand does not like that. Yeah, I follow a channel called Ants Canada. I mean, there's so much wide, different range of stuff that I watch. Acer Eric, I've mentioned his channel quite a few times. If you like second-gen Camaros, does he have anything on his community tab? Yeah, he does. He is doing a LS swapped second-gen Camaro. It is absolutely gorgeous. I followed his channel. How can I even go back that far in his videos? I mean, from the time that I started watching him. I don't even know. Yeah, okay, so I would say 8 years ago. I have been watching him for 8 years. That just goes to show you. I've been watching his channel for 8 years. Used to get my music videos from Audio Library. Used to watch Auto Archaeology. I don't watch them really anymore. B is for Build. I mean, that's obvious. Behind the Build is his second channel. The Neutral Press channel, this is their second channel, where basically they just take a hydraulic press and crush shit. I mean, that's just fucking cool. Biffa plays indie games. I play a video game called City Skylines. And this is one of the channels that mainly plays that. This is a cool channel here. Big Daddy Skull Garage. They've got like 9,000 subs, but it's like... Does he have anything on the community tab? No, he doesn't. It's like old school drag racing. I mean, what got me to his channel, I think, was the Nova. But he wrecked his one car and they brought it back to life. It was a couple years ago. But yeah, I followed the build of them bringing it back. Calamity Jane, that's what it was. They wrecked Calamity Jane and brought it back to life. Which was, I think it was a second gen. I mean, a square body Nova. I don't want to click on anything because I don't really want a video to come up. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if you can see this one here. No, you probably can't. But it's pretty cool. It's called Big Daddy's Skull Garage. But yeah, you can't go wrong with that channel. That channel's cool. It's more computer stuff. Blackbeard Projects is pretty cool. They do all kinds of like metal work. So blacksmithing. I'm like into so many different cool things that I don't have time to watch everybody. Blacktail Studios. Which one's this one? Oh, this is this one's cool. In fact, this, do I have this muted? Yes. Okay. This was cool because this is basically, let me skip this ad. This is kind of what I want to do to my workbench and computer table. So basically he burns this to a crisp and then he puts epoxy over top of it. It comes out really, really cool looking. Let's see. There you go. It is absolutely a gorgeous looking table. And it's coated in a freaking like 1/2-inch thick layer of clear epoxy. So you don't feel any of that, but you can see it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And we're not even, shit, I just lost that. We weren't even out of like the bees that I watch. A bunch of gaming channels, more art channels. I watch a lot of art channels. This guy's here, Bobby Duke Arts. He's funny, and he does artsy videos. Some people put electricity through. Yes, I've seen that. I've watched plenty of videos on that. They use basically microwaves. They use the guts out of microwaves to do it. The whatever creates the microwave pulse. That's what they use to make the burns with. Boosted Rodeo, Bone Crusher. That's a modern Camaro. No, it's not. Yeah, this is the guy that is this the one that Mike sold his first Corvette, one of his Corvettes to? Bourbon Moth. He's awesome. He's freaking hilarious. But he's a woodworking channel. They do all kinds of, he does all kinds of nice stuff. But he's a woodworking channel. I love woodworking. Other channels, Busted Knuckle Films. They do a lot of off-road stuff, like the off-road buggies. Oh yeah, I would say it is. I would not want to be touching that piece of wood while they're doing that. Just saying. I'm sure you would look like one of the freaking robbers from Home Alone. Let's see. Camaro Time. He's actually one of our. Damn, he's up to 8,500 subscribers. Car Model Channel. They do really high detailed car models. Does he have a community tab? Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if you can't see that. But the scale work that he does is absolutely gorgeous. And he's from Japan. This guy does car seats. This guy I watch because he does the Casey Ferris. He does the tutorials for the different editing software that I use. Chris Ramsey, he's pretty cool. He does he's a magic guy. So he does a lot of like the really, really expensive puzzles. Yeah, like this is a puzzle. It's you have to be able to open it to get to stuff. But yeah, that's what he does. So it's fun watching him do some of that stuff. There's another City Skylines plays. This is one of the biggest vinyl wrap channels. So he does vinyl wraps on cars. And so I followed him for a while. Follow his stuff. Classic Pride Society. Obviously Cletus McFarland. My friend Pete, DIY Auto School. I haven't watched a lot of his stuff recently. Since he moved to his new shop. But I plan on getting back into his stuff. I just haven't. Let's see. Daniel Bowens. I think this is the guy that has... No, this is the magnet fishing. Some of these channels that are on here, I don't watch all the time. Demolition Ranch. Diablo Formula Racing. If you're from around my area, this guy's local. But he does basically different stuff. Drag racing. He owns his own shop. He's the one that tuned Mike Street Speed's Corvettes and stuff back in the day. Yeah, it's like a multi-dimensional puzzle, yes. Paul Beacon Custom Works. I'll have to go look at that one. He's building a London taxi into a Ford wagon. DIY Gang. I really like this channel. They took the Hellcat Miata, that car made, and they completely overhauled it and fixed all of the things that they rushed and didn't necessarily do right in the first time because of the time constraint that they had, plus all the damage that car suffered from other people having it after they bought it, or after cars sold it. Double R Restorations, another good channel. He's restoring another second gen Camaro. That's it right here. Does he have a good picture of it? No, he doesn't. It's up here in the banner. Let's see. Dylan McCool, can't go wrong with him. Freaking, that was just he's got some really good storylines to his videos. Ella's Garage, she's got that Fairlane, absolutely freaking cool. Amelia Hartford obviously is freaking awesome. Fail Race, if you like car racing games. Which one did you watch? I don't know. I might be seeing them later. Are you talking about Dylan McCool? I'm guessing, because he's a bigger YouTuber. 475,000 subscribers. That's definitely a pretty good chance that somebody's watching him. He's got less videos out than I have. I have almost 300 videos. Oh, cool. Yeah, I like his videos. I like the Survive the Hunt videos. Faster Cat, he's no longer really putting out videos, but he has a wicked whole build series on this green car up here. I think that's this one right here. 415 videos. But that car is absolutely freaking gorgeous. This is Faster Cat Garage. I mean, if you want to binge watch a whole video from a car being completely a rusted out POS all the way up to a gorgeous showpiece, this is he has the whole series. Like I said, 415 videos. You'd be there a while watching them all. And it's old school YouTube, not like this modern stuff. Like, you know, I mean, this is old school YouTube. I got Finnegan's Garage. This is Chris's channel, Firebird Nation. Fix It Nick. I also play a game called Hunter Call the Wild. Flinter, he's one of the YouTubers that play that game, so I watch his stuff a while. Flying Sparks Garage. That's Mike Street Speed 717's girlfriend's channel. Frog Leap Studios, he does metal covers of all kinds of different songs. Gab, that's Jacksepticeye's girlfriend. Yeah, Finnegan's Garage and Flying Sparks are both good channels. I like the caddy that Finnegan's got, and his yellow Firebird. Let's see. I follow a lot of these channels that I don't necessarily watch all of their content. Goon Squad, I religiously watch them. They're the ones that right now currently they're building their own garage. Is it going to click on it? Yes. Right now currently they're literally building their own garage. One of those metal building garages, and they're building it themselves. It's absolutely freaking huge. Hammer Down Motorsports, can't go without saying, mentioning him. He's local to me as well. He used to put out a lot of Camaro content. Recently it's been his Dodge and now his Ford F350 Platinum. Yeah, I like Goon Squad. I've followed them since the Blue Mustang. I went back and watched their older videos after I found them, but I found them when they bought the Blue Mustang. So I've been watching them. I think that was their first muscle car that they did, was the Mustang. I think they did a couple Jeeps before that, and they think a Subaru. Let's see. How Ridiculous. They're just fun. They're the ones that drop shit off of really high things and see what they do. Hydraulic Press Channel, that was that one I was telling you earlier. They basically just crush shit. Say you found them before I did. But they were still still a small channel when I found them with the Mustang. I think the Mustang is what really got them, and then I think they did the Corvette after the Mustang, and it just blew them through the roof. International Scale Modeler is one of the channels that I really watch. If you're into scale models, you have to check him out. International Scale Modeler. It's Just a Six. Jacksepticeye. James Lee. He is an absolute... If you ever remember a animated video called Tarboy, he is the guy that made Tarboy. You gotta let me know what channel you say that you watch, because I'm flipping through so many of them, Jesse. Jay's two cents and Jay's two cars, same guy. He's a computer nerd and a car guy. Can't go wrong with that. This is that channel that I got all of these arts and crafts boxes from. This was like $200 and some worth of arts and crafts. So, like, all kinds of cool stuff to do. I got all of these. I think you missed it, but I was pulling out some of... Is it this one? Yeah, it is. Not sure how well you could see that, but this is actually a figure that Hammer Down Motorsports. Yeah, he's local to me. But what I was saying is, it's actually a little figure, and I don't know if it's going to focus on this or not. Find something with a solid background. There we go. And it's got a lot of detail. And it's just like a car model. You glue it together and you paint it. Except for now, all of the pieces are not staying down because I've accidentally pulled this up this way. There we go. But yeah, as you can see in this, it's got a bunch of different pieces, and they all go together. But this is he's an awesome channel, Jazza. If you're into artwork. But yeah. I don't even know how many people we have in here. It may just be me and you, Jesse. I think it is. I think it is just me and you. Yeah, that's why they're still in the box. Let's see. I used to watch JD Joyride. Jeff Lindsay, he's another old school YouTuber that's restoring a second gen F body, 72 Camaro. Yeah, I figured it was just me and you. I used to watch Jimbo back when it was just Jimbo's channel. He's now part of Savage Garage. He was part of freaking, what was it, Freddy's something. I think I have his channel. I don't really watch him. I don't really care for him as a person. Do I have his channel? Maybe not. No, I don't have his channel. Ignited Garage, he's a good channel. John Dock, I'm up in the air with him. I like his content, but me and him had a tiff way back. He basically came off really, really arrogant, and it really, really rubbed me the wrong way. But he does have some awesome content. Let's see. Junker Up. Chris Birdsong. Oh my god, I absolutely love his channel. He restores classic Mopars. He's the one that restored Project Mayhem for Roadkill Garage. He put Project Mayhem, basically restored the body on the car, but tried to keep as much of the original character of the car as he possibly could. If you haven't seen those videos, you should go check them out. But one of my favorite cars that he has right now is Patina, and it's a turquoise Charger that was pretty hammered in the passenger side, and he fixed it while still preserving as much of the patina as he could. I don't know if he has any pictures of patina. Yeah, there's patina right there. So, I mean, the car is just absolutely gorgeous. That's Project Mayhem, I think. Yeah. That is Project Mayhem from Roadkill Garage. I don't know what that was. Definitely was something at one point. Trying to figure out what it was. I'm guessing it was some sort of Charger at one point. But it's nothing but a twisted hunk of metal now. Yeah, that's Patina. I mean, she's just gorgeous looking. Oh, that was from Project Mayhem. The original back panel. But yeah, he has a lot of vibes that I do. Just classic freaking racing and all of that freaking shit. He does race dirt track as well. There's some videos of him doing that. Junkyard Dave, Junkyard Diggs, both great channels. Katarina's Garage, obviously she was just on here a couple minutes ago. Some of these. This guy here, he does Jurassic Park stuff. So if you're a Jurassic Park enthusiast, he does all kinds of stuff with Jurassic Park. Behind the scenes stuff, different stuff. If you're into Knight Rider, this is another channel, Knight Rider Historians Official. They found the original Knight Rider truck, some of the original cars. They're in a process for restoring one of the cars, I do believe, and the original big rig. The original, the one used in the pilot, not the like the original. I grew up on Knight Rider, Jesse. Literally, that was my childhood. I watch this channel mainly because my girlfriend and me, they do, it's kind of like, where did I put that? I just had it. Did I set it down somewhere else? Oh, I stuck it up here. So, she does figures. They're called garage kits, but they're kind of like this. But they are like Sailor Moon and different other anime characters. I mean, just her final artwork is absolutely gorgeous. Again, it's something I can watch with my girlfriend on YouTube. Lethal Garage, he's awesome. He's got a second gen and a modern Camaro. Yeah, I think I've watched all of the episodes of Knight Rider plus more than once. Life Apollos, if you ever want supercar news or any of the, basically just a quick summary of what's going on all the big channels. Life Apollos is freaking great for that. Some of this stuff I just watch for different other reasons. This is one of the sub channels of Fail Race. He's one of his buddies. Low Lids, he's been in our live stream a few times in the chat. He has a absolutely gorgeous Mercury. Here it is right here. Does he have any? Oh, he doesn't have a community tab. No, he doesn't have enough subscribers. Low Lid X50. You should go check out his channel. He's been on my subscription list forever. Oh, can't go wrong with Lucas the Spider. I don't necessarily like his newer stuff where he's been picked up. I don't kind of like whatever the company that he's working with. I don't like the direction necessarily that they've taken Lucas the Spider. I like the older stuff. Cartini. It's probably a substitute of Cartoon Network. But yeah, Made You Look. She does body art. Ooh, that's that one with the Mustang, isn't it? No, I didn't. I didn't. I watched like the first couple of episodes, and that was it. I was just totally not into it at all. Anime is fucking awesome. I have watched anime for I can't tell you. Cowboy Bebop is one of the most epic freaking anime long running series. I'm not really into the bouncy anime. I like the more gritty anime. There's a new one out that is Attack on Titan. That one's a freaking awesome show. Hi, Nick. Attack on Titan's good. There's a bunch of good anime. I like the anime movies. Spirited Away, Steam Boy, Mr. Howl's Castle. The creator of those animes, the screenwriter or whatever you want to call him, I love his work. Yeah, we've kind of just been chilling by ourselves here, Nick. Markiplier, I watch. I think this is... Yeah, this is Roy Marco's other channel. Marco's Custom Builds, build models and unboxing. Does he have pictures of... No, he does not. Just making sure there was nothing here that I needed to see. Give me a second. No, okay. This is the guy that was building, that was in the chat earlier, Roy Marco. Yeah, I did see that on somewhere. I don't know if it was Instagram or what, Jesse. I did see you the wheelchair thing you were doing. You have content, Nick. You're freaking constantly pulling shit out of the junkyard and making it run again. Just freaking film that crap. People will watch it. It'd be cool to see the finished product, Jesse. Yeah, here's the video over here is the one, the 63 Chevy 2 station wagon. And that is the same kit that I saw at Walmart. But he's making a drag racer out of it. Can't wait for that next one to be uploaded. You had it somewhere. I don't know if it was Facebook or Instagram. You had it somewhere. It may have been just a small snippet post, but it was something. Master Milo. They're not from this country. I think they're Dutch. But they're restoring a freaking Iraqi tank. It's freaking awesome. And Mad MPG. Mid-year Mitch, if you like Corvettes. Yeah, I think I got the message. The image is concealed to protect me from unwanted contact. Oh, that's freaking wicked looking. I don't know where I saw it then, because I'm pretty sure I saw you. You talked about it somewhere. I don't know if it was one of the stories or something that's at the top, or what. True story. Sadly, scrap price is so far up to get a 4-wheeler or a dirt bike. It's at like $60 a bike or something like that. Oh, okay. You got to get you got to get yourself on your feet and get out of Dodge and get your own place so you can get your own Wi-Fi. You'll get there. I've watched countless people get from having nothing to getting their feet under them and going places. You'll get there. Model car videos, if again, scale model videos. Gotta have FPS Russia. I wish that dude was still making videos. This guy's cool. He's another really super detailed scale modeler. I think that's this guy. No, it's not him. But he does have some good videos on different things. Scale model related. Motion Auto TV. If you like, what is it? Supras. Pretty sure Supras. Yeah, Supras. Well, it's getting there, buddy. Trying to get my ID so I can get a good paying job. Yeah, getting those first couple of things you need to do to get in order to where you can get it's the hardest because you're so dependent on other people to get you what you need. It's so frustrating. I remember those days. Mr. Fireman 164, another great channel that I've followed for a long time. He has a 68 Camaro. He's also restored a 67 Camaro. But the 68, he bought it when he was a kid, and actually no, I'm not sure when he bought it, but he bought it already together, and he started restoring it because it started, having issues. And in the process of restoring it, he found out that this car was in an accident, and they really poorly fixed it. And he basically has replaced everything on it but the roof. So, like, everything from the roof down has been replaced. I don't know who 6'4" Honda is. But yeah, there's been several channels that I've watched that have just stopped posting. There was a channel that Jeff Lindsay. I follow him on Facebook, so I know he's still alive, but I think he stopped posting because of health reasons. But he didn't finish his car, and it was another long-term build that I followed for a long time, waiting for him to finish, and it'll probably never get finished. This guy's also working on a K5 Blazer, like an original K5 Blazer. I kind of like. You're right. RC Sparks did. He backed off for a while. I thought he was done, and then he came back, and I actually like the RC Sparks he is now. Actually more than the RC Sparks he used to be, and I followed him for a good 8 years. I think. I think I have followed him since before I had kids. So what happened with Nick? What happened with that guy? There's a guy local to us that is into 4-wheelers and was building a Mustang. I don't ever really ever get sick of watching builds. It's just me. I find watching somebody build something is very therapeutic for me. So whether it's an RC car or a model or somebody painting a piece of artwork, whatever, I find somebody creating something or building something and watching it very therapeutic. I watch that stuff more than anything else. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll do it. But yeah, there's a guy local to us that does stuff like that. I think I have him on here. He had that Mustang, that Fox body that was in the parade the one year in Tamaqua. Oh, this one's really cool. I don't know. He's still building this, but his dad owned this Mach 1, and when his dad passed away, this is My Life, which I don't know how you end up with a YouTube name of that this far into YouTube without somebody else had already taken it. But yeah. But anyway, he's gotten this 1970 Mach 1, and he's trying to get it back on the road for his dad, who passed away. Yes, I agreed. I liked Guitarmageddon ZL1's content back when that's what it was. But then again, life gets in the way sometimes. I guess maybe. I watched this channel here. This one's really, I like this one. If you like goofy craft content, nerdy crafter, it's entertaining to watch. Not for everybody though. Nicks Are Many, again, another crafting video channel. He does a lot of lathe work with resin and weird shit. Like this one's shoelaces. Different other stuff, colored pencils, Orbeez, and he throws them up on a lathe and just turns them into stuff. Does he have any pictures of the stuff that he does? Yeah, there's like some of the stuff he does. That was burl and resin. There's a bunch of crayons. I think this was napkins, if I'm not mistaken. Legos. Just some cool shit. Yes, I do too. Copart videos are freaking awesome. I like watching them pull a wrecked car and making it back to basically running, selling car. Nick's Garage, can't go wrong with Nick's Garage. Hey, look, Nick's Track Shots. That's another great freaking YouTube channel. You're up to 116 subscribers. Nobody's Show. He has an awesome freaking classic car junkyard. I like watching his content. Off the Ranch, obviously sub channel of Demolition Ranch, awesome channel. Ohio Fish Rescue, if you like really, really big fish. This is literally just turned into a channel, a live stream of me going through my subscription list. That's basically what this has been for the last hour and 16 minutes. And we're only into Old Time Garage is freaking cool. He's got more videos than that. Yeah. He's got all kinds of cool shit. Watch JR Go. I don't think I have him. Da, 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 da. Paul's Hardware. I think this is another one of your channels, isn't it, Nick? Pennsylvania Fire Departments. Pretty sure it is. There's a lot of good channels out there to teach you shit. PSI Speed, good channel. Peterson Restorations, if you like Mustangs, this is the channel to watch. He basically takes Mustangs that nobody else would touch. And basically, I mean, like, I'm not sure if you can see this one. Come on. Is it really going to go through the whole freaking ad? Come on. Play the ad. Thank you. No, not this one. It had to be further back. But yeah, there's basically nothing left of that car. This is basically what he started with, was just that. I mean, you can see there's nothing left of this car. If you can even tell in this image that there isn't. But yeah, I like watching this guy's stuff too. Peterson's Restoration. In fact, he's from Pennsylvania as well. Let's see. Race Proven Motorsports. Rambling Around. Can't go without looking at this channel. I don't know if any of you guys are into this channel. But this guy has 2 GTOs and a 3rd gen Firebird and a step-side Chevy truck. And his content is just freaking awesome. Plus, they own they either work or own at a restoration shop, so you get to see them go in and check out some of the cool cars that are in the restoration shop too. Goon Squad, yes, we've already covered them. Favorite channel lately is SRC Garage. I don't know that one yet. RC Sparks, there it is. Ramsey Customs, also awesome freaking channel. Does a lot of fabrication stuff. They rebuilt a Mustang on that channel. Just some different cool stuff. Rare Rat is definitely a channel that I enjoy watching. He restores mainly 2nd gen Camaros. Simple Builds. I don't know that channel either. But he's done different things. He did this Mustang for his daughter. He's done different other things. He did this 69 Impala, which came out absolutely fantastic, especially when you consider what it started out as. So I enjoy watching his videos. I have a couple videos that I need to catch up on that I've missed. But yeah. RC Sparks TV. Red Poppy Ranch, they did an off-the-build home from scratch. I have literally watched probably just about every single video up until they finished the main ranch. So I literally watched them build the whole ranch. Adam LZ is pretty good too, but again, not really my type of channel. They're more vloggy type channels. I don't generally like those channels. Hey, Revenge of the Apocalypse. Can't go wrong with this channel either. Restoration. Good channel. Rockabilly Customs. Can't go wrong with Chris. Roy Marco's Garage. Awesome Hudson build for that beater challenge that they did. Rust Bucket Restos. Awesome fucking channel. They're in the middle of retouring not only a Charger, but a Olds 442. I think it was an Olds 442. No, Pontiac GTO. Sorry. Yeah, see, it's kind of getting out of the stuff that I generally watch, but they're not bad channels. Rust to Rome was freaking awesome too. He basically took an abandoned Challenger and drove it cross country. It was fucking awesome. Rust Belt Mechanic. If you like old NASCAR stuff, this channel right here, I think it's Slap Shoes. It's S1APSH0ES. But he does all kinds of old school NASCAR stuff. They just found the one video that I just watched recently. They found Darrell Waltrip's old race truck, and it was packed to the brim with all kinds of once in a lifetime snippets of history. I mean, from stuff that people sent him back in the 1990s and 1980s, crocheted stuff, kids' drawings, all kinds of stuff that he saved was in that truck. It was freaking awesome. Let's see, dude, can I find that video? How long ago did he make that video? I think I found him though because of more of like these ghost track videos. Rally Speedway, Columbia Speedway. Finding the old school NASCAR tracks was originally how I found his channel. I don't know where that one is, but they found Darrell Waltrip's old race truck. The Life of Price is someone I like watching. He builds all kinds of car audio stuff. Yeah, probably not something I'd end up watching, but 3D Bot Maker makes some cool videos in commentary on Matchbox car races. Yeah, I think I've seen his channel, or at least a channel like his. Do you guys watch any of the ones where they take the Matchbox cars and either A, restore them, or B, make some cool custom Matchbox car out of them? I watch those videos too. See what other stuff. Send It Steve, can't go wrong with Send It Steve. Showtime Studios, I really like his channel. He hadn't posted much recently. Yeah, 4 months ago was the last time he posted something. But I like his stuff too. Should be another one of the channels that I watch. Sobering Restorations. I'm missing some channels that should be here that I don't see. Oh, this is the channel that we were talking about earlier. Stupid Fast John. That's the Mustang that was wrecked that I guess was repossessed. I like Send It Steve, especially since he's local to me. I've met him in person quite a few times. He is the most down-to-earth guy you'll ever meet. He actually just had his second heart attack only like a week or two ago. He's still plugging and chugging, though. You got to give him that. Tasha, she's the chickie that is doing the small home thing in her van. We helped her out with a transmission issue with her Dodge van a while back. Texas Beach Bum used to be Camaro ZL1. No, Outlaw SS, I think. I forget what his other channel was. Master Apprentice. Mighty TA, another good freaking channel. He's got a Trans Am like mine. He has nothing in discussion. Smaller channel, 356 subs. He's restoring a what do they call that? Brown. Brentwood brown? I think it's Brentwood. He's done some awesome stuff with lifted rough country suspension and stuff. So he's done a lot of lifted builds. I still like his channel. Scale modeling channel, another good channel that I'm really into. If you're into scale models, he does some really, really nice work. We're getting down to the end of this here, guys. Slow-mo guys, awesome freaking channel. I used to watch the Aficionado back when they were restoring they were restoring the Jurassic Park RV at one point until he sold it. Corvette Ben, awesome fucking channel. I love his I know his name's Corvette Ben, but I love his 56 Caddy. Of course it's gonna play another freaking video. Yeah, I love his 56 Caddy. You should go check out his channel. The Craig 909, good channel. The Billet WS6. This is a I do believe this is a Coyote swapped 4th gen Trans Am. Twin turbo Coyote swapped. Thunderhead 289, good channel. Tin Man 2 Customs, awesome channel. TJ Hunt. Tom's First Gen Garage, also freaking awesome channel. He's completely restored a well, apparently they're doing an H3. This Camaro that you see here. I don't know what they're doing with the console. I don't know why I have certain channels on here. Used to watch Trippy Commentary for GTA 5 content. Did they completely change Guitarmageddon's channel completely? Like, did he change the name of it? And what did he change it to? I don't know if there's any other really channels down here. The Winter Gatton. I love this thing. It's a super complicated automated music player. Yeah, they both make good content. Warden Out Northern Boy, Wild-Eyed Northern Boy was a channel that I really watched a lot. I used to love the custom stuff he does. I don't know. I stopped watching him for some reason. Don't remember why. Oh, James Freddy. That was the channel that Jimbo went to. Wicked Fabs. Can't go wrong with him either. He's the guy doing the SEMA build on the 2nd gen Ram. This truck right here. He was in here earlier. Western Chaplain, good channel. Weird Beard, can't go wrong with his channel either. V-Tune Garage, they're friends with Goon Squad. He does Copart Restos too. Venom GT, if you like GNX content, he does a lot of GNX stuff. Vidcore, another VCore, another Copart channel. Unwrecked, another Copart channel. I think I know what this channel is, but I'm not positive. Oh, okay, no, I haven't watched this channel that much. Truck Central, Troy Sauer. I think that's it. So I basically, not channel for channel, but I have basically gone through most of the channels that I'm sub to. Not necessarily channels that I've watched all of their content, but the channels that I'm definitely subs to, the ones that I feel I watch enough to deserve a shout out. Not that any of them don't deserve a shout out, but I would say one of the ones that I watch more on a regular basis. So, like, for me to watch everybody's content that subscribes to my channel or that I come across is absolutely ridiculous. There's no way that I could possibly watch that much content. There's a lot of these channels that, I mean, I went through it and it's like, oh, I didn't realize this guy's put out like 4 videos since the last time I watched one. And yeah, that's exactly how that works. It's like you get lost. You find a new channel, you binge watch that channel for a while, and then like YouTube stops sending you notifications that this other channel put out videos, and you miss them for a little while till you come across their channel again. You're like, oh crap, I forgot about that channel, and then you go binge watch that channel for a little bit. And that's kind of what I do. I end up binge watching channels, watching like a video after video after video for a while, unless I'm caught up to all of the videos that they're making. And sometimes when I'm caught up, I forget about them for a little bit. Yeah, I'm not even subscribed to that many. I mean, that's insane. I mean, it doesn't tell me how many that I'm subscribed to here. I don't think. But yeah, and then some channels just change. They just they no longer put out the content that you started watching them for. And that's no fault of their own. That's just them growing and moving in a different direction. But then sometimes you just lose interest in whatever they're producing. Like, Guitarmageddon ZL1. I like him. I've met Nick in person. He's a great dude. It's just the content. I liked a certain type of content that he was making, and when he moved away from it or stopped making content, obviously I lost interest. I'm sure the same thing happened with a lot of subscribers that watched my channel. People that were here for the truck content, people that are here for the Nova content, people that were here for the TA content. If I'm not producing that particular content that they were coming here for, well, then they're going to go find something else to watch. I mean, honestly, you guys have seen it just in my live streams. If I wasn't putting out a live stream for a couple weeks, and the people that I had here watching dropped drastically, because they went and found other things to watch on Sunday nights. I can't fault them for that, but it's also not necessarily my fault either. But, it is what it is, and it happens. So hopefully I kept people entertained for a little while. Especially just being up here basically by myself. Yeah, we had Cat up here for a little while, but so hopefully you guys had a great evening and I entertained you guys. But I think it's time to get off. Yeah, it's going on 11:30. Kind of run out of things to talk about. What channel was that, Jesse, that you binge watched? I noticed that I don't know if the chat just hasn't showed up tonight at all, period, or what. Has anybody noticed any of the chat coming up? I might have killed it. I might have turned it off. Properties. Source. Hopefully the chat pops up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the chat. I might have to redo that one. It might have lost its source. And again, there was some crap at the end of last episode, so who knows. See if that works. We'll see if that pops up anything. Oh, wow. Humongous horsepower. What kind of videos was he putting up? Chatbot's still not working. Mostly car content. See if I can get chatbot to work. I don't know if chat box is working. Hummer videos and S10 Blazer. Okay. An off-roading Corvette. That actually sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I might have to play with the Stream Boss throughout the week. I might have to do a live stream or two to see if I can get it to work. I don't know what's going on with it. But, oh, well, apparently I've just lost everything. Okay, I'm back. Alright, see you later, Jesse. I think I'll call it a night too. I don't know what I just did to my live stream, but I accidentally closed the window. Alright, oh, you could still hear me. Alright. Alright, talk to you later. I will catch you guys next week. Thank you guys for the stream.